Are we live?
We should be. Give it a second. I just want to make sure that it comes up, okay? Yeah, we are. No black screen of death.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're 12 minutes away. Should we talk about any predictions of this match? Any summaries of the last match?
I'm really excited about this match. Like, I think both players are pretty good, and I think they're both able to play like a variety of files. Like, especially Aces proved his match against Frozen Heart. Yeah, that he could play like Wizard Kingdom. I don't think I've ever seen him play that. He knew how to play that file well. Like, he understands the mechanics of the game. He knows like what to expect, what to play,
I would agree.
And Worthing is just Worthing. I mean, I don't know. Like, he's like the maker of all these meta files people copy all the time. He understands the game very well. So, I mean, it's going to be tough to... It might honestly come down to a bit of luck.
Yeah.
I mean, if the matchup is not retardedly bad, I don't expect it to be, but it might be. I think we're going to see a close match, and it might be decided by Altail RNG than skill.
Yeah, we'll see. And see, the other thing too to consider is that it's not like they're going to be wanting to make like meta files. Like, a meta file is a file that's like consistently good in full road. Here, they just need to make a file that's going to win one game. So there's sort of like a different set of rules, sort of like, you know, defining what's good, what's bad.
Yeah, but both players know like the other is not so easy to read, or
That's
at least
true.
I think. I think like both of them are like they're not sure like going into here what the other is gonna play. So I really doubt we're gonna see some like extreme hard counter file. Something like Aces pulled off with triple Cyclone against Frozen Heart.
You mean?
I really doubt we're gonna see that.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna see that either. Because I think neither player feels confident, or I don't think any sane person would do that against these type of players. I mean, they're great playing the game. They can play almost anything really well. So.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to what they decide to play. I think they'll play like relatively flexible files. I know Worthing's a big fan of like files that can really adapt. They don't specialize, but they can handle like most situations. You know?
Yeah, and I think they all play all spheres pretty well too. So we could, there's not much that would surprise me.
I wouldn't be too surprised to see Worthing play Pixies this match.
I feel like that's his almost default. File. Yeah.
And because of their flexibility, I think they're really attractive to him.
Right.
And they're only really weak to like very few files. Like really strong level 3 rushes, like Latia Rush.
Right.
Level 3 Latia Rush is probably the only file that can really dominate Pixies really easy.
Right. Yeah, I think outside. Well, I think generally speaking, Wizard Kingdom has a slight advantage against Pixies.
Yeah, but do you think Aces will play Wizard Kingdom?
No, no. But just in terms of like what Pixies are weak against, yeah, I'd say level 3 Lot Rush and Wizard Kingdom.
Alright, just give me a moment. I'm gonna throw out some crap I got.
Sure.
Around here.
And we're now 9 minutes away from game time. And the other, it's also going to be really interesting to see what kind of soul skills people pick, because as we saw in the last match, who was it, Frozen Star? He played a Mana Mystere file, and I think he was really worried about either Pixies or Lycans. So to cover himself for that, he used Wassier in the first soul and then a Surgis in the second. And that's something that you wouldn't see someone normally run in full rote, but that's something that he did here, basically covering his weaknesses. So it's going to be really interesting to see, like, not just what files they play, but how they, I don't know what the right word is, like how they customize it. with like their Soul Skull lineup, because there are a lot of different ways to. It's almost like in I can't talk. League of Legends, like how you build characters. Yeah, because like you can. There's some characters you can build in multiple ways, and analogously here, you can take the same 25 cards in your file, and based on what your souls are, you can drastically change what that file is, what the focus of it is, what it's all about. So I don't know, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, for example, like the Death's Embrace trick. Not every Logic file has to do that, but some do. And sometimes it works, like a Chururu into Death's Embrace.
Yep.
That can be a game winner.
Yeah.
So, but like, not every Logic file has to do that. So.
Right. Yeah, and it's sort of good for aggressive Latia files, depending on the souls and the unit composition. Not always a good thing. But yeah. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what files they pick, and then also how they build the files. By build, I mean Soul Skull lineups. So.
Yeah, so half the battle for this kind of tournament, where it's you don't know what the other guy really is going to play. Really, before you even like go into the match. So,
yeah,
file design is pretty important in this matchup.
Yep.
As we could see, like last game, like we were ranting basically. At least I was. I know. It was.
No, it pissed me off too.
Some basic, simple like things like people overlook in file, like when making the file, and it's like, okay, you just lost a game.
Yeah.
Or Madhun definitely should have lost that game, but Frozen's like, here, have it back. I give it to you. Here you go. Have some grand for free on me.
Yep.
That was just, I don't know what he did. I don't know why he did that, but he did.
That was like textbook example of like 15 cards in the file that are basically completely useless because you forgot to include the essentials. So it will be interesting, and that's one of the reasons why I like preaching 3 Shades and 3 Salamanders in Rush files, because it's good. It gets you out of win conditions. Or loss conditions, I'm sorry. Yo, is there anything else that I should put up like on the screen, like just for like viewers? I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
Not necessarily. I mean, what would you? I don't know. What would you put up?
Last time I put up a picture of of Ruka because she was like totally trolling that game.
I have a viewer telling me that you should make the screen bigger if you can. I think we've already been over this. That resolution is kind of an issue with the.
Okay. So the deal with resolution is I have it set to 800 by 600. On the broadcast program, the only other option beyond that is something with, it says like HD. I might try to do that later. I'm kind of scared to now because I'm still like a casting noob. So I might be able to get that in the future, but for now we just have this. So I apologize to everybody. We're getting a little better bit by bit. I just learned how to save casts. So I saved the one we did earlier of the first match. So I guess I'll try to get that up on YouTube or something. I don't know, can YouTube accept like hour-long videos? They probably can, right?
You have to split it up.
Okay.
You have to split it up.
Which I can do. So, the good news, though, is that you can just log into Altiel and go in the tournament arena, and you'll be able to watch the game live, sort of as you like.
So this match is to decide who plays against Mr. Firmament.
Oh, wait, no, not yet.
The title of Worlds. I don't know?
No, because
what's the other one?
No, because it's double elimination. So.
Loser bracket.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about the loser bracket because I'm pretty sure whoever's going to win here is going to win that bracket too. But
probably. Yeah. So Madhoon's going to play the loser of this, and then someone's going to have to win 2 in a row against whoever wins this match, which is possible.
Well, unless Madhoon drastically reforms how he designs and plays with this game, I really don't think he's going to win the next match.
I also really hope they do a best of 3 with Furman. It would be like really lame if they did like one game for the champion. Cause that
And one of them got countered.
yeah, it's like, oh, I'm rock your paper.
And then, oh, that's over.
I guess I lost my championship. Oh shucks.
Yeah, that would suck.
What the heck is this? And yes, if I see a lot of X-Merc girls in this game, I will rage. Or not, I'm going to rage. I'm going to calmly and analytically explain why sometimes...
They open with X-Girl Mercenary.
Why sometimes, not always, sometimes X-Girl Merc is strictly worse than a Salamander or an Exploding Spores. And that last game, I think, if Madhoon played Salamander turn 1, he would have won. Or even Exploding
Spores. I hope he got rewarded for bad file design.
Yeah.
As Frozen Heart doesn't know how to play that file.
Alright, 2 minutes till game time. Both guys are probably a little nervous. I bet they probably have their files set. Maybe just doing some last minute
by now,
edits.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's like 2 minutes before it's supposed to start.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? They might be looking at like certain kinds of I don't know what to call them, like tech cards or like utility cards, like ones you would put it as like a one of, just to counter certain matchups. Like just as a small example, you could do something like add Mildorio, the level 4 Falco Archmage, to like an Urgrant file to help you out versus like Pixies and Lycans or something. You know, that's just sort of like one example of like a tech card you'd put into a file, you know, just to sort of cover yourself.
I would say Zoo's a better example, but yes, I understand.
Yeah. Or like, deciding whether or not to put one Zoo into an Urgrant file. Yeah. So it's going to be another interesting thing to see if we see any, like, you know, really random cards that you would never suspect that kind of pop up.
Like Gigantic Illusion!
Yeah. Or maybe even a token Dash Pixie. That could be a game-changing Pixie. If like Worthing goes Pixies and he puts in one Dash Pixie, well, he might be in a situation where he has like a 3 agility unit versus a 4 agility unit. And if he gets that +2 agility on the open, that might turn a loss into a win.
That doesn't seem like his style.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like his style to me, but he might do it. Just surprise people.
Yeah.
You might go hero mode and just be like, Endless Morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting if he played her fast. I don't know. I think in a match like this, I'd probably say Refess is going to be best as like a counter pick. Probably to certain either like basically to lot files, but it'd be sort of tough to pin your opponent on a lot file. I don't know.
I know lot is regarded the most flexible spear. At least I think it is.
But it's like if someone decides to play Undead and it's like Shade versus Caldro, that's almost a good game right there, in my opinion. Alright, 8:01. So they're probably getting ready to start. I'm assuming both people are here. Alright, yeah, game just started. So I'll go into it in a second and we'll see how much LP people have and take some guesses about what they're playing. There are 177 people in this tournament arena. So a lot of people watching. We got 49 faithful viewers right now. Awesome. It's almost twice what I was expecting. 25.
You were expecting 25, really?
Well, I like to aim low.
The other game.
Yeah, we hit 60 at one point too.
Did we? I wasn't paying attention to that.
I'm content with that.
Alright, so I'm excited for this match.
Okay. So we have Worthing
8 LP versus 9 LP.
I like Worthing's avatar, the naked chick. Okay, 8 versus 9, turn 1. Karina. Well, okay. Worthing, he probably said,
I had a pretty good feeling.
I'm playing Go and Rush.
Yeah, I had a pretty good feeling Worthing was going to play Gallon.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what form of Gallon, but...
He's basically best with... wait, do you say Gowan or Gowan? I'll try to match what you do.
Gallon.
Gowan, okay.
Anyhow, Aces... I think Aces is playing the Deondora control file, which Worthing made, for the record. So Worthing is probably playing against his own file that he had designed.
It's possible. Alright, so we did a turn 2 Tidal Wave. What got Grimbane? Wrath of the Sea Lord. So Aces is playing a level 4 file. Not sure what it could be. Worthing is basically playing...
It's 8 LP.
If he has Karina and Tiger, he's basically playing the Goen starter. So we might see some expert uses of Salamander here. I don't know.
Yep, some straight and simple Gown Rush. There are little intricacies to make it like work well though. So
I'm guessing
by
he's
no means
gonna be,
is it a noob file as some people claim.
I'm guessing he's going to be using like 3 Salamanders. He's probably going to have at least 1 Larute Souls. He's probably going to have...
There's going to be a Bringer, probably.
I'm going to guess 2 Bringers. Okay. So Kath Russ.
Oh no, he's a pretty big fan of Bringer. I think he would have 3.
I'm a little confused about Leet Fencer coming out, because...
I think he was expecting a replay of Kurna? I don't know why else he would play that.
Well...
Either that or he just...
And it's also...
That's his setup unit.
Right, and it's also some kind of level 4 file, you know? Because he has Wrath of the Sea Lord.
It might be Morelia.
Unless it's just like a level 3 rush that happens to... that just has a Wrath in it. But that sort of seems inefficient. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It could be Morelia. I don't think it is, but it might. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
If it is Morelia, he's going to probably Moth and then Fetus. And then bring out Morelia, but I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't think it is, though.
No.
I have no idea what Ace is playing yet. Could be Wizard Kingdom, could be Morelia, could be whatever.
So there is 2nd Salamander, and this Leet Fencer is going to die to the 1 Salamander. And it's possible...
It's going to die a murderous death.
It's possible Worthing's going to play a 3rd Salamander here to kill the Alsage. Maybe not.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. I mean, what's he going to do? It wouldn't surprise me either. Either that or a Rhino drop.
Right. And so one thing that's sort of going on here is generally for a Falco control file, one of the things you want to aim to do is access your souls and prevent the opponent from accessing theirs. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, avoid triggering theirs. And Worthing's making it hard not to do that.
Right. He's putting out these Salamanders.
He wants to kill everything on the field.
And Salamanders are like, oh, he had Gun Princess Uni. He might be playing Goen Feart with, like, Dawn. I don't know. Okay, so Surge is first. That surprised me a little bit. That was actually really big because if...
Yeah, that went well for Aces. It saved his X-Scroll his X-Scroll.
Right.
Yeah, it saved the copy of Elite now.
So Worthing's going to have 2 souls activate here once these 2 Salamanders die out.
He's gonna...
I'm guessing...
He's probably going to drop Dolan or Rhino.
Right. I'm going to guess Rhino. I think Rhino's actually a...
Aces... Looks like he's playing Wizard Kingdom.
We'll see. It could be Wizard Kingdom. It could also be a Dion file. But it's hard to tell. He's going to have his 2nd soul activate next turn. Worthing really needs some more level 3 in it, specifically like some like a Rhino or a Dawn.
You might have both, honestly.
Yeah. To be honest, the turn 2 Man-Eating Tiger kind of surprised me. I thought Karina vs. Kath, he would go Salamander and then Rhino. But...
Well...
Okay, wait, he just...
He was expecting a return.
Yeah. He just revived one of his Salamanders.
Oh, he revived the Salamander.
Interesting.
And returns Gun Princess... Or not Gun Princess Unity, or the Tiger.
You return the Tiger. That was a very curious choice. Alright. Okay, that was really huge. The Gun Princess just attacked. That was really, really huge. Okay, Worthing just won 2 huge rolls. The Gun Princess hit the Alsage instead of X-Wiz.
Why did he return though?
I don't know. Okay, he is using
Why did he
Dolan.
return?
He is using Dolan like a boss.
Hey, Dolan's a good unit, man. It's
Yeah.
legit. Oh, the gaff. That's gonna hurt
it's-
next turn.
Yeah, he's gonna have 2
Gaff
SP,
really is gonna fuck him up this turn.
and he can't play Salamander. Because he's already used his 3 Salamanders. So he's sort of gonna have to like skip this turn. And if he has a Fiat second,
Fear too.
it's
Fear's gonna pop here. I'm pretty sure.
that's really gonna screw him. It's gonna
Yep.
it's gonna
He,
choke it's gonna choke off his file from being able to just he's not gonna be able to bring out units.
Okay, so Ace has made an interesting decision to return Tiger.
He returned the Tiger. I think that's because he wanted to focus Uni. He wanted the Tiger out of there, and because Tiger's
So-
also a free,
yeah.
free reviver, so he wanted the
Yeah, the
free
free
reviver
revive, yeah,
off the
I know.
field.
Yeah.
It could be he only has 1 tidal wave.
Possible.
Because I mean, if he could have titled the Tiger, I think he would have. So I think Worthing's gonna have to
Okay,
skip
so-
on turn 8. Okay, no,
Oh, Dragon Breath.
he used
Very
a
nice.
Dragon Breath, and Dolan got returned.
So he
Okay,
picked
there's
up the
Larute.
Fencer so he could use his Larute.
Okay,
Alright, nice, nice.
I knew he was gonna. Yeah, I think Larute's like one of the best going souls. It's so versatile, and it complements your Salamanders. It complements
Yeah.
Jack. It complements.
Aces. I think Aces was suspicious of a Fierte Soul, and that's why
Yeah.
he returned right there to make
Yeah.
it harder to replay
Wow.
and gain field back.
We have.
Oh, Sturgis third. Oh my God! What the hell is with all this? What the fuck?
I think Worthing won. Okay, so Rast Soul just triggered because he just hit. He got the Elite Fencer and he got the Alsage to die.
Yeah.
And the Rast is going to cost him 2 SP with no effect. Right? Because the 2 SP cost comes in
pretty
anyway.
Significant.
Okay, so good.
I mean, Worthing has no SP right now,
Right.
but
Okay, so another thing I want to talk about real
can't
quick.
kill Dolan.
The Diandorsal is another great example, I think, of how you're building the file here, because in my opinion, Dion is best against Refess files. Usually they're setting up a wall up front, and then they have like some support stuff in the back, like Illyria or like X-Benny or
Squishy.
yeah, or like
Support.
X-Lap. And so I actually used to use that Dion in a bunch of lot rushes that I used to use because I was always really weak against like Cowdpierres and things like that, and that sort of allows you to, if you can like kill something and flip the field, then you can focus the squishy units in the back. So I think he kind of put that there, maybe worried about Refess. I don't know what else. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't know, I thought it was worth talking about, so.
Yep.
It looks like he's probably going to win this, though, because if Source Monk...
The loss of the 2 SP was big.
Yeah, and Source Monk's going to have to... She's going to be using some serious SP to kill Dolan.
Yeah.
Alright, here's Primrose. I really like that move.
So you can't return Dolan.
Right.
Yeah.
The 3rd Karina is going to die. That means he's also going to trigger his 4th Soul skill. It's probably going to be
Which is 2 LP.
a 2 LP. So we might think...
Either
I don't think he would use him as that. I think he's more of a
damage or
Lapierre.
Code Gold. I was going to say 50
yeah.
or Code Gold.
He's playing Goen. He's probably... Okay, Blood Soldier.
Oh, there we go.
I'm guessing Lapierre. Let's see.
The 4th Soul makes sense to me.
Fadus. Okay, I still like it. And now he's probably saving up for Bringer. No, he has 7. Next turn he's going to have 9. He's going to be 1 short of Bringer.
Yep, he might skip, or he might...
I'm kind of surprised by that Blood Soldier.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to skip.
Skip and then...
Bringer.
Yeah. Okay, so I think in a file like this, he's not using high Goen levels, which means it's very unlikely that he has fire arrows or ball of flames. I'm guessing Dragon Breath.
That's why he's using stuff like Dragon
Right.
Breath.
Dragon Breath was probably his only damage gem. He could have maybe teched in something like Burning Air as a counter, but it's still kind of like, eh.
I doubt it.
Yeah. So,
No, he doesn't skip. He played Tiger.
yeah,
Cool.
so he's probably not going to be ball of flaming or anything. What I think is happening here is he's playing Tiger because he's trying to get Source Monk to use up
The background?
lots of SP on units he doesn't really care too much about, and then he's going to bring the real threats a little later.
Bringer.
And
let's just say it. It's Bringer.
right, it's Bringer. But see, he might not even save up for that. He might just continually pump out level 2 and level 3 units. He can bring out Tiger. He has a third.
Aces has 2 little SP.
Right.
He can't win.
Yeah. He also Worthing also has a third gun Princess Uni, so I think the Magic Blast from Primrose, since that got this Storm Wizardress down to 10 HP, I think that's possibly in anticipation of
might play
a
it.
gun Princess deck.
He might play it, yeah.
But yeah, and then the big thing in Worthing's side is because this Dolan is out here.
Or
Sorry.
another Dragon Breath.
Yeah, or
He might have two.
another Dragon Breath. And also, since because of this Dolan, I think Source Monk, to kill a Dolan, they have to be at Falco level 6.
Yeah, Dolan's going to be a huge
so
pain in the ass.
Dolan is like chilling there, being like, "Guess what, Source Monk? You're not going to kill me." Oh, and he has an Archer Pixie. Okay, great example of a tech unit. He put the Archer Pixie in here just to counter Ruka, in my opinion. Or, well, I mean, I guess
if he
that
has Ruka, he can't play her anymore.
right.
This is over. This is over beyond measure.
It looks like Worthing wins with Go and Rush.
Yeah, I can't imagine Aces pulling
This is
out of
really
this.
cool. I'm so glad he played this. He's like, all right, I'm in Grand Championship of Altiel. I'm playing this other guy is really good. I'm just gonna play
simple.
Go and Rush. And you know what won this game? The Salamanders, and not playing X-Merc Girl. If he played X-Merc Girl, he would have lost this game. So good example.
Yep, Salamanders for the win.
Yeah. And Salamanders,
Salamanders
got
are the
him.
strongest units in the game.
They got him to his souls at a point when, like, before his units could hit. So like instead of the game being like, I gotta phrase this right. Sometimes the game goes, your main units are on the field,
this is over.
but you haven't hit any souls. And what Salamanders did is they changed the game to my souls are attacking, and then my core units are coming down. And that's a really significant difference.
Alright, so Worthing wins.
Worthing wins. Wow,
Yeah,
that was
no,
awesome.
I think, no misplay on Ace's part. I just think his souls kind of backfired. The fourth one really didn't do a whole lot for him. That really was pretty.
Yeah, I think
That one was pretty sealing the deal.
I think playing Elite Fencer on turn 2 was really bad. It sort of put him in a bad spot because he had to spend SP reviving him. Also, an early Elite Fencer isn't really good against a lot of early Goen units. If you're playing a basic,
I guess he was really suspicious of the Kurna.
yeah,
He was really thinking of play
Right.
Kurna. I don't know why else he would play that.
yeah. But he played a really, really cool file. I really like how he used Beltia. Beltia or Bolito, however you say it, and Dolan are very, very good combo. I still think Beltia is slightly overpowered. Friggin' level 2, it's a level 2 unit with, like, basically free. It gets, like, stats of, like, a rank up level 2, like Highland Hunter. And then it pretty easily gets to do 90 damage as a 1 SP skill. I don't know. Great unit, though.
I think the reason we don't see that as much as you would expect
not
is
a lot
'cause
of
it's
people
an
have
X
Dolan.
card.
Yeah. And Dolan's like a
Not
really
many
old X
people have
card.
Dolan, not many people have Beltia.
Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of thought he would do this. Just say, screw it, I'm either in Pixies or Go and Rush. I really liked the Root Soul. I really liked the Diandora Soul. The Fetus and the Archer Pixie were probably just anti-meta things. Like, I'm worried about Ruka, I'm just gonna have that there.
Or he's worried about whatever. I mean, level 4
Yeah.
Pixie, like level 4 lock and above, locks out a lot
Right.
of,
Right.
threats.
So yeah, so he basically made it going just normal going rush file. The only unusual things about the builds was the Diandora and the random Archer Pixie. I think. 'Cause usually in the third soul you might have, I don't know. Diandora is not usually typical
Okay.
in that slot.
Why are there 5 billion demon gods in the chat?
Oh my god, are you serious? Jesus Christ. Okay, we need to get moderating abilities in that lit for later.
Huh.
So I think Frozen Star. No, what the heck am I talking about? Aces. That to me looked like a counter Pixie file.
Yeah.
What were his souls?
All his units are too
Surges,
squishy to handle
yeah.
that.
Surges, and then what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Surges, Gaff, Surges. Yeah, that's like a pure anti-Pixie
Sup?
build. Oh, hello. We were just commenting
So he
on
thought you
your
were gonna
game.
play Pixies.
I really
He
like
thought
how
you were
you.
gonna play Pixies.
I really like how you played Gone Rush. Yeah, it looks like he built a pure anti-Pixie file.
Yeah, I kind of just made this on the spot a few hours ago.
I was suspicious you were gonna play Pixies too, so I don't blame him.
Well, I think this would be a case of Aces trying to counterpick and Worthing just picking a good file.
Yep. So the counterpick file loses to the general good file.
Yeah, and it was great
I
because
kind of just wanted to play a deck that was really flexible. Kind of just could keep popping out units constantly. I wanted a good soul skill lineup, something that could do lots of damage early.
yeah,
What's the goal of it was just do lots of damage early, get a field built
Yeah.
up, make it unstoppable.
I was 100% sure you had that Larute Soul second, but I didn't want to say it just in case. I don't know. I just didn't want to give away that information because I know how much you love Larute
Just in case
second.
Aces was watching.
Yeah.
Aces listen
wait,
for pro
could you-
tips and tricks.
Out of curiosity, could you comment on the Diandora Soul third? Because I think I know why you played it, but just curious.
It's good against rushes. Forces people to be set back a turn. Does damage.
True.
It's really good with Gowan, I think, especially
Sure.
with the file I built. I was just packing on damage and damage, and if he had to keep reviving and reviving, it would just put him so far behind at that point. I think it'd be impossible to come back unless he had some kind of late game units
Yep.
or like a mid file.
Yep.
I thought he was gonna
Like
play some kind of level
Ruka.
3 rush. But if he didn't, he didn't. So
Yeah. Also, I was actually surprised by the Man-Eating Tiger second.
I'd like to point out Aces kind of played around the Diandora Soul because he was putting his units in the second row.
Oh
First?
yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's just a good habit for players to kind of get into. For the most part, there really isn't too much of a
Well-
reason not to go to the second row unless you just have a lot of units in your palm. I don't know. I just think for some files it's really appropriate to do that.
Yeah, and it also opens up options where, like, if you play an Undine or a Salamander or something, and your opponent has like a really speedy file, then like you can put that Undine,
Yeah.
put that Salamander in the front row, and that's saving hit on. What might happen that turn is your units might survive.
who's Demon God in the chat here?
It might be him.
And,
I have
don't know.
no clue.
No, there's just a
No.
bunch of people calling themselves Demon God.
someone trolling him.
I don't know. It's probably Logris.
Yeah, there's like 5 different people.
I think it's Logris.
And Logris is like, I troll Demon God. Demon God troll me, I troll him back.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
I sort of gave up on chat. I saw like this massive span of like Fisher Chew versus Demon God talk, and I was like, what is even going on?
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, good match. Congratulations on your win, Worthing.
Yep.
We'll probably be playing sometime during the week, probably Wednesday. Looks
Okay.
like.
Cool.
Well, at least that's when Aces and Madhorn will be playing.
Cool.
Why Wednesday?
Because that's the only day Aces is available. 'Cause he's not available during the weekend.
Hey,
Alright, I'm going to real quick stop this just to stop the recording, and then I'm going to put it back on and we can just shit around and talk about the match some more, I guess. So it's going to stop for a second and it's going to go back on again.
oh no!